Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I posted a video, but I've been really busy. I've wanted to post videos, but I just didn't do it. Just haven't done it. Anyways, I've been working on my Paul Sellers workbench, and I just finished today. And I know you're not going to see the process of how I did it, but I'm going to show you the end result because I'm super proud of it. And it took me a while. I've been working on it all through Christmas break. And yeah, I'm stoked about it. It's pretty cool. It's sturdy and it's super solid. Yeah, I figured, you know what? Paul Sellers already has a video out there about how to do it, and I watched WranglerStar and watched him how he did his, and I kind of merged the two, and I really built one a lot like WranglerStar's, I think. So if you're out there, and I know you're out there somewhere, if this looks anywhere similar to yours, let me know. I'd be curious to know your thoughts on it. Anyways, yeah, so let's get to it, and I'll show you what I've been working on. It's been a big project. All right, so let me move this. This was I was sharpening my plane. Let me move this over here. All right. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, so here it is. Let me see if I can focus that. So I use 2x6 lumber here. This is just Doug fir, normal stuff that you buy from Home Depot. I use 2x4s in the middle and 2x6s on the other side as well. Let's see, I used 1, 2, 3, 4. I did eight 2x6s wide on this side, 8 2x4s in the middle, and then 8 2x6s on that side. I liked the 2x6 because it was thicker, it felt heavier, and I thought it was going to be a little bit nicer to work on and everything like that. I still need to. I'm gonna put some oil on the wood, and I might epoxy some of the cracks, but that's just gonna have to happen some other time. On the sides, I used 2x12 lumber. I just planed it down just now, but you can tell man, this was not easy. This is the first time I've really used my hand tools. Oh, and I just got some really cool tools, which I'm really excited about. Here, let me go get them and I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm building here. Super excited. Everything's a mess right now, but I just got one of these, which is pretty cool. My wife gave it to me for Christmas. She found it on eBay for a really great price. These are, this is a, it's not a drill. It has the auger bits, which is this, it's a hand brace. That's what they're called. This is a hand brace. And I looked this one up, and this one, I think this was in the late 1900s, this style. You can see it has the ability to turn, to ratchet. Right now it's on nothing, but I can ratchet it here, and that works pretty good. And then, I mean, all this was a rust mess, and I just kind of try to clean it up as best as I can. I don't know how to redo tools or anything like that, but this was a fun project because all the people on YouTube have them, and you know, I just want to be cool like them. So I thought I'd try this out, and it works pretty good. I was able to do the holes on the sides for the bolts of this workbench using this tool, and it worked great. The bits that I got, or the augers, I I found these on eBay as well. They're pretty old, like they're well used. I haven't sharpened them very much. They still worked fine, but yeah, that was fun. They had the little, I don't know what you call this part, but the little square piece of the bit there. But yeah, I don't know what this is for, so if any of you guys know how to use this, that would be helpful. I haven't seen any videos about how to use these yet, but you know what? I'm just learning like everyone else is, and I'm pretty excited about my new toy here, and I'm really excited about this thing. I think this is going to be a really cool tool. I'd like to find like an old a drill, like an old drill, you know, the kind where you had the handle and it spins or whatever, and that's not this type of unit, but I'd like to try to find something like that. Anyways, so I used this tool, and I was able to drill these holes here for my bolts. And let me see if I have enough light. I'm in my garage. That's all I have to use, but that's what the underside looks like. I didn't plane this side. I did all the planing by hand. So that's partly why it took me so long. And you know, but it was worth it. It was worth it to plane it. Now it's fairly smooth enough. I mean, I still feel some of the bumps from the wood because it's kind of curved over, but for the most part it's pretty flat. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see, I got under here, you see how I put the wedge under? Right here I put the wedge. That's what Paul Sellers does. And I didn't have any hardwood, so I just kind of used pine again. I did that for all of the corners here underneath. But it makes it pretty sturdy. Like, it still wobbles a little bit, but not nearly as bad as it was. And then the bolts just add that much more strength to it. So that's pretty nice. And then, oh, let me show you my hand plane. I'm learning how to work it. It's not too hard. I'm really grateful for YouTube because I'm able to find out about how all these pieces work together. But this is the Buck Bros, just got it from Home Depot, and it seems to work pretty good. I take it apart pretty easily. I mean, it needs to be cleaned all the time. I don't know how to not go around that. But yeah, I use it and it works great. It works great. I think it was like 20 bucks or something like that at Home Depot. And it was a great starter for me to use to get into the woodworking hobby a little bit, which is something that I've always been interested in. And I keep watching YouTubes, and a lot of people are using old planes, like the old Stanley planes and stuff like that, but I just haven't. I kind of want to practice on some of these before I invest in something a little bit nicer. But yeah, this does the job. I'm pretty happy with it. You can see the blade here. It just kind of pops out. This was actually the most confusing part about it. I didn't know how far out I should put this blade. And so I wasn't quite sure how to use the tool, even after watching all these videos. I mean, this feels like plastic, probably, right there. I need to screw that down a little bit. It's kind of wobbly, but I wasn't quite sure how to use it. This piece right here too feels like plastic, but yeah, that's that. I mean, I've been turning this back and forth, and it seems to work pretty good. And then I have to loosen this piece up here, and if I want to go deeper or not, but. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn how to do it. My wife also got me another one of these that is larger. I don't know what the purpose is of using a smaller one like this versus a longer one. I haven't figured that out yet, but you know, I'm sure I'm going to come across a use for it as I try to build more things and do more things with my hands. But yeah, so this is a cool tool. I've just been using these little chisels to cut out all my notches. And this one, I mean, these are just a couple bucks. And I just used my normal hammer on it, not my sledgehammer, but just a normal hammer. And so it takes a beating on the end here, but for the most part, it works pretty good. What I've learned is these chisels work really well if you sharpen them. And I've worked on sharpening all my chisels. This one's dull again, but yeah, I'm finding that I have to try to sharpen them every, a few times a day as I'm out here in the wood shop or in my garage, and just trying to learn how to do all this stuff. But you know what? That's part of what makes this awesome is I can use these tools. I can learn how to do a lot of cool things with these things, and then I'm not dependent upon these super expensive electric power tools. I mean, they're nice to have and stuff, and I have some of them, but I just don't want to be that dependent on it. I want to learn how to use these tools the way that my ancestors did. I think that's a pretty cool skill, and I think it's a lost skill that people aren't really taking advantage of anymore. Anyways, yeah, so these are some of my tools that I used. And I love working on this stuff. Like it's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. My kids like to come out here and watch me, and I feel like before when I was operating the table saw or the chop saw or a skill, just circular saw, whatever it might be, I was always kind of nervous about my kids being out. My little kids, because they're so tiny. And, so I would always shoo them back inside the house. Now when I'm out here and I'm working on my projects or whatever, and I'm chiseling at something or planning something else or, whatever it is, I feel safer. And I can hear my kids as I work on my projects, and it's been really nice because my kids love to come out here and just kind of like hang out and enjoy time with me. And I'm at work all day long, so I don't have a ton of time to like devote to these projects. But it's really nice because I'm able to spend time with them as I do my projects. We all have a good time. They get to like spend time with Dad, and it's fun. Like it's been a blessing to my life, and I think if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, like do it. It's kind of therapeutic. It's nice. Like I go to work every day. My job isn't easy. It takes a lot of like mental power and thought. And it's nice to come out here and kind of reset my mind almost. And I'm able to reset a lot of like the stress of my day and everything like that. I'm able to like reset it. And it's been awesome. I mean, especially in the winter when I can't garden. Usually in the summer and spring, I'm able to be in the garden and I go and I reset and I like do those kind of things there. But in the winter, you just can't do it. There's nothing growing. It's just kind of dormant. And but this gives me that outlet, which is really nice. And yeah. Anyways, I would recommend you guys go check out. I'm sure. I mean, all of you guys already know about these guys, but just a shout out to WranglerStar and Paul Sellers for their Workbench ideas. I didn't do anything on my own. I just kind of watched their videos, and it was really helpful. And I wish I would have made a video for you guys with how I built this. I hope to do some more of those in the future, but I mean, just know I'm not an expert. I'm like below novice. And yeah, anyways, I'm just trying to learn stuff. I want to learn everything I can, but shout out to those guys. Thanks for the great content. And I appreciate watching you guys on your videos and learning from you guys as I try to do my own projects here. But yeah, let's see. Is there anything else I want to? No, I don't think so. I have a ton of projects I want to get to. I saw some really cool like bread trays at work where they like hold loaves of bread. And I think I might do that. I think it might be a good opportunity for me to learn how to do more joints, which are kind of intimidating, but I think it would be good for me to try to learn that too. I know these joints on this workbench, yeah, it was tough. It was really tough. And, but every joint got better. Like I got better at it. I screwed up with my joints, but I mean, the table still works and it still stands and it's really sturdy still, and I'm happy with it. So anyways, I'm only gonna learn by trying to do this stuff on my own. I mean, no one's here to teach me, so I'm just gonna watch YouTube and I'm gonna like try to mimic some of those things, and I'm just gonna do it. And I'm gonna try to do a better job with videoing that so you guys can kind of see where I'm like screwing up big time, and you guys can kind of coach me too. But yeah, it's cool. This is fun. Like, I think everyone should have a YouTube channel. I think it's great. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Kyle with Bring Back the Farm, and I hope you guys have a great day.